Nobody expected the comeback. Gout walked into a stadium of 10,000 people and lost. His rivals stood on the podium. The crowd went home talking about someone else. That loss sat with him for months. Then, on April 12, 2026, Gout walked back onto a track and ran 19.67 seconds, faster than Usain Bolt ever ran as a teenager. The comeback was complete. Gout was born on December 29, 2007 in Ipswich, Queensland. His parents, Bona and Monica, escaped the civil war in South Sudan. They fled first to Egypt, then made it to Australia in 2005, 2 years before Gout was born. He grew up as one of 7 children, 40 kilometers from Brisbane, in a house that had nothing to do with sprinting. He was a soccer kid. He had no plans to run track. Then in 2020, his first year at Ipswich Grammar School, everything changed at a school sports carnival. He had never worn spikes. He had never trained. He just ran. And every coach on the field stopped what they were doing. Coach Diane Shepherd found him that day. She pulled him aside and told him something nobody had ever said to him before. "You could be great." That one sentence changed the direction of his life. By age 14, Gout was running 10.57 seconds in the 100m and 21.14 in the 200m, both Australian under-16 records. He wasn't just fast for a kid. He was historically fast. At 16 years old, he ran 20 seconds in the 200 meters. That broke a record set by Peter Norman at the 1968 Mexico City Olympics, a record that had stood for 56 years. Bolt himself saw the video, jumped on Instagram, and wrote 4 words, "Gout looks like young me." Adidas signed him before he finished high school, a professional contract at 16. The world was watching. But then came the night that stopped everything. March 2025. Melbourne's Lakeside Stadium. 10,000 tickets sold out. The first sellout at a one-day Australian athletics meet since 2001. Over 1.2 million people watched on television. This was the Maury Plant meet, and Gout was the reason every single person showed up. He walked out in a red Adidas tracksuit. The crowd lost their minds. This was his very first senior 200-meter race. He was 17 years old. Lachlan Kennedy had other plans. Kennedy is 4 years older, born and raised in Queensland just like him. 9 days before this race, he had won silver in the 60 meters at the World Indoor Championships. His personal best in the 200m was 21.19 seconds. Nobody expected him to win. Kennedy exploded out of the blocks, crushed the bend, built a huge lead, and refused to let it go. He crossed the line in 20.26 seconds, smashing his personal best by almost a full second and recording the 5th fastest 200m in Australian history. Gout finished in 20.30 seconds, just 0.04 of a second behind. Kennedy said after the race, "I knew he was coming. My goal was just to hold him off. 5 more meters and he would have had me." Gout walked over and gave Kennedy a hug. He did not complain. He told reporters, "That is what you live for. This environment, the hype, the people, the pressure, this is sport." But inside, something switched. What happened next is the part that makes coaches nervous. Gout did not go to the gym and start lifting heavy weights. He did not overhaul his entire approach. He went back to Diane Shepherd and got sharper. That is the part experts cannot fully explain. Gout weighs just 66 kilograms at 1.83m tall. He is lighter than almost every elite sprinter alive. No serious heavy gym work. His power comes from technique, not muscle. His stride length is 2.62 meters per step, longer than Bolt's at his peak. His ground contact time is unusually short. Biomechanists studying his race footage say his neuromuscular coordination looks like a 25-year-old professional, not a teenager in high school. His Achilles tendon stores and releases energy like a spring. Analysts say it may be the most efficient they have ever measured in an athlete his age. Shepherd's training program does not follow the standard rules. No heavy lifting. Core stabilization only. Sprint drills, block starts, reaction work, mobility, and structured rest. She protects his body while his speed grows on its own. April 12, 2026. Sydney Olympic Park Athletic Centre. The Australian Athletics Championships. Not the junior meet, the senior one, against grown men. Before the race, Gout wrote one number in his notes, 19. 75 seconds. He repeated it to himself every day for a week. He drove hard out of the blocks, stayed low through the acceleration phase, and opened up completely down the straight. Aidan Murphy pushed him hard around the bend and ran 19. 88 seconds, an extraordinary run under 20 seconds. Gout ran 19. 67 seconds. He crossed the line, looked up at the clock, and the stadium erupted. The commentator screamed, "The world will be shaking. It is seismic." That time broke the world under 20 record of 19. 69 seconds set by American Ariane Knighton in 2022. It beat Usain Bolt's best teenage time of 19. 93 seconds by 26 hundredths of a second. Bolt ran that time in 2004 and never ran faster as a teenager. Gout just ran 19. 67. That time would have earned a bronze medal at the Paris 2024 Olympics. After crossing the line, Gout told reporters exactly what he had written in his notes. "I wrote down 1975, and for the past week I have been telling myself I am running 1975 and obviously 1967. You've got to love it." Noah Lyles, 8-time world champion and Olympic 100-meter gold medalist, had already said publicly that Gout was more talented at the same age than he himself had been. Not someday. Right now. And Usain Bolt, watching from Geneva, gave the teenager the weight of his full experience. Bolt told CNN, "At that young age, I was there myself. You start getting pulled in every direction and forget about track and field." Hopefully he has the right people around him, because if you lose track of the sport, everything else goes with it. Gout heard the noise. He heard the critics who questioned his Sydney conditions. He answered every single one of them 6 days later at the Brisbane Junior Championships, winning the 100-meter final in front of his home crowd. There are always going to be critics. If you have critics, it means you're doing something right. Kennedy won the Melbourne meeting. Gout won something bigger. He ran 19. 67 seconds, set a world under 20 record, and sent a message to every rival, every doubter, and every sprinter on the planet. The comeback was complete.